Hello and welcome to the Reaper.
And on that note, let's crack into a lovely mission. So, today we're actually back in our hometown of Oceana Island in the South Pacific, which is where we live, essentially, and where our home base is. Now, a little bit of a coincidence is happening that a hostile nation is sending a delivery package of 8 number MiG-29s to their nation. We are hostile against these nations, like we're hostile with most nations, because we seem to upset everyone everywhere we go, but that's just us. Now, as it happens, they're flying within, to transport these MiG-29s, they're flying within 100 miles of our home base. Bad luck for them. Because they're doing this, they are hiring the notorious red-coloured ESF squadron to help them pass this treacherous bit of water, which essentially we command. So we're taking it upon ourselves to essentially scramble from our base and do the best intercept we can and do as much damage to the strike package and ESF's pride as we can. A quick note to the rules. In fact, let me just point out here, this is our home base here. You've seen it before. We're going to be travelling this way. The strike package, so that everyone knows, will be starting at this oil rig. That's your sign of where they're starting. They'll be travelling on the vector as shown and travelling all the way to Maycop base if they get the chance. They'll be travelling at Angels 25 Imperial. They'll be travelling at ignore that, I got the speed wrong. It's actually 500 knots ground speed. That's about 350 knots airspeed at Angels 25. I've put Bullseye in there. That's roughly where we're going to intersect, somewhere about there. Reds are going to be doing a lot of loitering. They're going to take off from their carrier. They've had to shuttle their carrier in for this mission, obviously. It's heavily protected, so before anyone says it, no, we're not attacking the carrier. It's covered in battle cruisers. We can't get anywhere near it. They do have also their refueling aircraft slightly to the south, and you've got the information for it there, Reds, if you need to refuel. Other than that, it's a pretty simple operation, so let me quickly just go over the rules. Reds, no spawn once the action started, so that's once the intercept started. Your job is to protect the package. You can only aggress once. Okay, ignore that, I'm going to go over that later with you guys. Package spelt wrong, spawns once the blues leave the base. So as soon as the blues take off and set up for trigger, a message will come to everyone and the 29s will be in play. And the blues intercept and destroy the package, obviously, and again we get no respawns once the action happens. So we'll get on with it.
Kuznetsov, coffee, inbound for landing.
Kuznetsov, clear to land.
Clear to land, coffee.
Senor, are you coming in for landing?
Senor Kuznetsov, clear to land. You are number 1, traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles.
Clear to land, Senor. Nice.
Nice one.
Kuznetsov, Bliet, flight of 2 SU-33s taking off for escort mission, taking the ramp.
Kuznetsov, Suka flight, taking off for bearing 230.
Clear 2 right reference 220, continue climb.
Kuznetsov, Furosa, taking ground.
Clear 2 approaching 220, off turn now. Left wing and wait for the flight to refuel. Once we are done, we'll jump onto the right wing and wait for the second flight to refuel. Clear flight killing speed. Set 650. Set 700, tankers going 690.
Suka is settled off the left wing of the tanker.
Taking fuel.
The other channel taking.
Clear 1 transfer, please. Sika 1, you may refuel.
Roger, Suka 1 moving into the left slot.
check 120.
35.5.
Okay, I see people wiggling stuff and I wasn't hearing anything, so I wasn't sure what was going on.
Hello, welcome back. We're on the runway now. We've been waiting for the allotted time at which we think we can make the intercept over there to our south. So, stand by for the flight. Okay, your brakes on please, and spool to what you can hold. Okay gentlemen, it's going to be a full burn takeoff. 3, 2, 1, now.
Brakes on, 50% thrust, 3, 2, 1.
Turning right on to 140. Burners off. Sherman vectors 140.
Roger. We'll need you to burn in first to keep the enemy occupied so we can get on this assault, coming to level out speed at 300 knots.
Roger.
Mark the target.
Look behind you, Shermans. Sexy flying.
I can see it in my mirrors, which I can now use because 2.5 has reasonable frame rates. Even if the server performance is rather shit. But yes, that does look incredible.
Distance to target, please, Sherman.
Should be about 8 miles now, based on my previous calculation.
I didn't get that. Was it 80?
80.
Roger.
Okay, we're close together.
Negative, I'm just hanging back a little bit.
Okay. If you're being slot, you go slightly below the lead.
That's one thing.
Okay.
Lead is going slot off this left Mirage. Nothing above me, is there?
Through.
No.
Back through, I'm going to switch left, sorry, tender.
Alright.
Force wing left of 3.
All units, we're at the intercept point. All flights get to your pre-specified flight levels. Noses warm and music on. Hammer mill power. We're heading ahead, Sherman.
Roger, it works for me.
Roger.
All units target bearing 160, less than 40 miles. Multiple.
Roger, bogey 35 miles.
Hammer aspect 1, bags off, burn.
2 copies.
Hammer, battle spread, half mile.
Full push right.
John.
Lead cranking left.
I'm dropping to idle.
Tender's cranking right.
Tally cons.
They're super high. Engage at will, but let's go look for lower targets.
Full crank right.
Copy. Cranking left.
Confirm that the F-15s are burning ahead.
Roger, we're 20 miles from target and bad fire. Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I've timed out.
Talk about gutted.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I know, right?
What happened?
It just crashed out. The server kicked about 10 of us off.
Yeah, I'm still flying. Some of us remain.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's mission over, obviously. So the radars, as soon as those MiG-29 radars are being modelled, it just crashes out. It just can't handle it on 2.5 for some reason. 1.5, that will be fine. I don't know what to do. I mean, we're going to have missions with no enemies, or?
Well, yeah, that might have to be the case. In the meantime, we should also complain bitterly on every single video so that ED gets the message that we need dedicated server software, because if you take out the processing for the graphics processing, this probably wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, so this obviously doesn't work anymore, and this is our big server as well. It's the most powerful it's going to get, so we've got to make a decision about what the hell we're going to do.
We just gotta tell them to fix it, please.
I say we get either Sherman or Bloodknock to write them a real stern letter.
Yes, that would be good.
That's a British thing. The South Africans, what they do is they come into your office with a hockey stick and they go, "Say your fucking mur!"
That would be good.
Let's give them some time. We'll release a patch, but bring it to their attention. We need what was it? Dedicated servers and
Cap. In all seriousness, let's make an outro either like this or a dedicated outro where you say, "Hello, welcome back. Unfortunately, the server just isn't performing because it's too 5, etc., etc."
Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. So we wanted to have a lovely big match and have a fight and a cool debrief and all that stuff, but DCS just doesn't work anymore. We're using 2.4 version now, and we just can't get it to work. It crashed yesterday all the time. It's crashed today twice. So we don't know. We would love to have some information and know what to do. Anyone got anything to add?
Dedicated server,
Help us out, ED. I can't get my brat on.
That's exactly. Cannot get his brat on.
exactly.
The problem is we used to get this on Auntie server on 1.5. It's just a small laptop server, and the way to get around it was that you have to phase the MiG-29s in one by one rather than having them all come at once. But it's getting to a stupid point where we can't have big fights anymore like that, so it makes it essentially unusable for us. I mean, we did have one match on 2.5 that worked, didn't it? But we only had 5 guys in. We only had 5 guys in, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it just 2.5 won't handle at the moment and any sizable. So how do the public servers work then? That's my only comeback to that, because
blunt force.
Well, probably the Cold War works badly.
Yeah, the answer is badly because they barely work.
So we're not the only ones.
Oh yeah.